Welcome to another edition of Jacqueline of All Trades, and today I'm here to talk about the Kuretake Gansai Tambi 36 color watercolor palette. And I got this weekend, and I started to play with it, and I must confess I got angry. I got angry at the watercolors, and I tell you why. I went ahead, like I usually do with my watercolors. I put a drop of water in each of the pans and I let it sit. And then I went ahead and started creating my color palette. And this is what happened. The colors are extremely pigmented. Pigmented to the point that are incredibly opaque. And I was thinking, boy, this is really weird. It's like acrylics without them being pasty. And so I was disillusioned. I felt, I spent over $30 for this set, and everybody was raving about it, and I don't understand what's going on. This is like super pigmented. They are more pigmented than my Grumbacher transparent watercolors. The only problem is the Kuretake ones aren't transparent. And so I was looking around different websites, and I found a lady, and what she did was she created her sample palette on the box linen. And I thought, you know what, that's interesting. Somehow her colors don't look like mine. And I saw what she did, which was she didn't pre-wet the palettes. She just went ahead, got a wet brush, put it in there, just touch it, and created her color palette. Now I want to show you what this looks like. Now this is me pre-wetting them and letting them sit on the palette for about 5 to 10 minutes. And this is me just touching the palette when it's dry with a wet brush and getting a totally different result. And so then I thought, this is amazing. And the more I was looking at the colors, I realized, these colors are very easily the colors that you would find when you're walking around in a forest, in a park, when you're looking at cherry blossom trees, when you're looking at flowering trees. And I realized I misunderstood this palette. This palette, it is so incredibly pigmented that is meant to just be touched dry with a wet brush, number one. Number two, I realized the colors are all colors you can find in nature. And the person who originally designed this palette, or the team of people who originally designed this palette, they did that with the express desire to create a palette that you could take out to a park or somewhere and you could paint nature. And even the pearlescent colors were different shades that you could actually create like light and shade with it, even the ones that are pearlescent. And I thought, oh my goodness, I misunderstood this palette. This palette is genius. But I tell you, it took me to go back a second to understand what was going on. And that's the reason why I was angry. So let me show you. I created some, it's called cherry blossom flowers, trees actually. And I really like them now. I understand why they were created that way and how to use them. So I hope this helps ease some of the confusion that might be with the Kuretake Gansai Tambi. They are colors that are to be used with a dry pan, just a touch of water, and then they're supposed to mimic nature. So your paintings can be very realistic, and I think it's beautiful. It was really my mistake not trying to understand this palette. So anyway, I hope this helped you, and we will see you the next time. Bye-bye.